If you are a James Bond fan, then I think you're going to like this video, especially if you're into your air guns, air pistols for that matter. Hi guys, this is RACKNLOAD, and this is going to be a two-part video. It's like a double review. I was going to do sort of, you know, a double review, so to speak, in one video, but it's going to have to be in two parts because it'll just be a bit too long. Anyway, I'm going to be reviewing the Walther PPQ CO2 4.5mm air pistol and the Walther PPK S, and they are pretty much James Bond guns, obviously. So this one, the PPKS, I'm going to do in the second part, so stay tuned for that. So let's talk about this then, the PPQ. Now, it is pretty damn cool. I really love this thing. It does feel a little bit airsofty, as in a bit plasticky, but it feels good. It does feel good. It's sort of, I don't know, compared to the full metal PPKS, I don't know, I really prefer this myself. But anyway, this video is the PPQ. So, it is fairly plasticky, but it feels real tough, polymer-like plastic. And I really do, really do like it. I mean, I used to shoot these things ages ago. Well, not this particular one. The CP88s, I'll just show you. Refer to Umarex's brochure. Remember the old CP88s? You know, if you're a long time air gunner, I am sure you owned one of them. Totally cool. But this is the PPQ, and it is just very nice. Really nice. So before we go into detail then, I'll just talk you through the specs of this gun. So it's got a manual safety catch. It is an 8 shot, excuse me, I'm losing my voice already. 4.5mm or 177. Single action trigger. And it's got a rifled steel barrel, which is cool. So that'll make it a little bit more accurate than the PPKS, because that is 4.5mm steel BB. So fixed front and fixed front sight and you've got an adjustable size. I'll go into that in a bit more detail. Total length is 180 millimeters and the weight is 618 grams. So let's talk about this thing then. Right, so first of all, let's talk about the grip. I love the grip on this pistol. Really nice. It's got like a, at first I thought, oh, is that rubber? But it's not, but it really does feel comfortable in the hand. Now it's like a textured, well, it's just a texture in the actual polymer, and it really is nice. Feels good, feels really good in the hand. And then at the bottom of the pistol grip you've got Walther there, PPQ. Now as you can see, all these little hinges and stuff, that is where the CO2 canister is contained. So to open that, you basically pull this and the rear door opens, and I've actually got a canister in there. This is absolutely dry, so I'll take it out actually on camera. Now the only thing I do find is this little sort of screw thingamajiggy handle. A little bit fiddly sometimes, but no, it's alright. It's alright. I'd prefer that than, which I'll get onto in the next video. I do prefer that, how it's nice and sleek and tucked away. I prefer it to one of those, and you do get them on one or two airsoft. Blimey, I just said airsoft. On one or two air pistols, CO2 variety. But I do like that. It's a little fiddly if you've got sort of big sausage fingers or whatever. Not that I have, but anyway. You wouldn't do that. I'm doing this kind of in reverse. You wouldn't do that, and that will sort of release your 12 gram CO2 cartridge. Okay. And then obviously to put it back in reverse, drop it in there, do the screw up until you sort of hear it hiss, and then it's basically push that bottom plate down and click that in, and you're good to go. That's pretty much it. But I'm going to take that out anyway. So that's the CO2 cartridge out. Now I do like this. I like the way it's basically, you know, nice and contained. I don't like particularly taking handles off the side of CO2 guns. I don't know, it's just a bit that can go missing. I don't know, that's what I think anyway. I do prefer it when it's all sort of like this, all sort of self-contained. There's no parts to take off and misplace or whatever. But that is cool. The loading of it is cool. It seems pretty robust. Obviously don't sort of, you know, pull this or bend it too much, and hopefully that'll last forever. That clip, hopefully, I'm sure it will, but it does seem really tough. So that is the loading of the CO2 cartridge into this gun. Once you've done that, then you load up your pretty much standard 8-round rotary magazines. You are supplied with 2 of them, by the way. Flathead pellets work best in these types of air pistols, just in case you didn't know. They do seem to cycle better. Once you've loaded up your magazine, it's just a case of pressing this lever here, pushing that down, which then opens up pretty much the breech, magazine well, whatever you want to call it. Drop your mag in, making sure that that cog, whatever you want to call it, basically sits that way around. So you drop that in, and then it's just a case of closing up, give it a pull, closing it up, and you're good to go. So there's no sort of single action on this gun. It's pretty much pull the trigger, and shoot. Obviously it's not operating because it's not gassed up. So you've got 8 shots, fast as you can pull the trigger, and that's it. Once you're empty, drop the lever down, whip the mag out, put your new one in, load her up, you're hot, you're good to go again. Really cool, really, really cool. Pretty much standard way of loading CO2 rotary air pistols, rotary mag operated CO2 pistols. So moving along then, looking at basically the cosmetics of the gun, it is pretty much as near as damn it as far as a replica air pistol goes. All polymer. It does feel really tough. The trigger has got quite a bit of a pull on it before it releases, but you'll get used to it. But it is a very, very comfortable trigger. The lower part of the frame under the barrel, you've got this Picatinny rail, so you can attach a flashlight or a laser, which will sort of add to the cool factor. And then the trigger guard is all polymer as well. And there's your trigger. That's pretty much the only metal part you'll see on this pistol is the trigger. Nice trigger, really comfortable. And then this is your safety catch. I really do like this safety catch. You sort of have to push it and then release it. Really cool, like that. And it works well. That's your safety catch. Like I said, you got a rifled steel barrel there. Let's just open it up. Let a bit of light and you might be able to see the rifle in. There you go, look, it's like the start of a James Bond movie, look. So yeah, rifled steel barrel. Underneath, when it is open like that, you can see the spring. But there is a nice bit of grip there to sort of pull that back, which is cool. Sight wise, I do like the sights. Are pretty much like combat sights. Your rear sight is adjustable, just for windage, and then you've got a fixed post front sight. Really nice little pistol. Great fun, and it feels really good in the hand. So let's have a look at the box then. Pretty cool box, gives you all the specs about it on the side, as well as all your sort of technical info. And then inside the box, pretty cool. And what you get with it is just your 2 rotary 8-shot magazines and your manual. I'll just show you the manual, and the manual is very good actually. Obviously it gives you all your usual do's and don'ts as far as safety is concerned. Gives you a bit of a troubleshooting guide, which is nice, bit of a chart if you're having any problems with it. Nice diagrams, tells you pretty much what everything is, and then tells you how to operate a safety catch, how to load the CO2 cartridge. Nice detailed and good photographs there. How to load the mags, and then how to load the mags into the gun, and then gives you a few basics on sight picture and shooting, and then how to adjust the rear sight, and a bit of maintenance there as well. Gives you a little bit of info there. So it's really cool, nice put together instruction manual, or owner's manual. Okay then guys, so that's your rack and load review of the Walther PPQ CO2 4.5mm pellet air pistol. Really cool air pistol. If you're into your CO2s, it's definitely one that you need to own. They really are nice, great looking, pretty accurate as well. This one is. I was just sort of shooting tin cans, just annihilating tin cans with this thing. Brilliant fun, you know, out to about, I don't know, 15 meters or so, 20 meters. You can get some half decent results. But the power will drop after a bit, you know, as that CO2 bulb starts to fade, so to speak. The pellets will start dropping quite noticeably. Shots per fill or per cartridge, I was getting around, I don't know, probably about six or seven mags. So 6 or 7 lots of, so, you know, sort of 8 shots. So you know, not bad at all. It depends on the weather, depends on the temperature. Depends if you're doing a lot of rapid firing, you know, it will tend to use gas up a little bit quicker. But anyway, a real cool gun. And it definitely looks the part. But it's one of those air pistols that you need to add something to it. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, that's it guys. Stay tuned for part 2 when we'll be looking at the PPKS. Thanks for watching guys. That's Rack and Load. See ya.